Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my 2025 Cinema Universal smartphone setup on a gimbal. So if I'm shooting cinema or documentary shoots, I use this gimbal in this setup. So ladies and gentlemen, disclaimer, some of the parts and some of the gear that I'm mentioning in this video was sent to me for free by the brands I am going to mention, like Maven Filter, Sunway Photo. So, disclaimer, I have built this cinema rig from the ground up using Sunway Photo's PC01 smartphone cage, which I just found out that is not their cage. There's two other brands selling the exact same cage. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sunway Photo did send me the FL16 LED lights here. And this CQC quick release when I want to carry on my backpack. Alright? But Maven Filters did send me these filters, so I can use these filters when I need to. And this is a good example of using the smartphone as a cinema rig, using ND filters and polarization. Thank you, Maven Filters, for sending the filters out to me. So I got a Samsung 1 terabyte SSD. This is a T5. I got this Oracle 4-in-1 100 watt hub, so when I'm using a Android device I can plug it up, or when I'm using an iPhone device with a iPhone to lightning cable, I can use it at some ability. But when I'm using with an Android device, I can charge and transfer files and data at the exact same time. So keep that in mind. I am using these Ugreen USB to USB Type-C adapters. This Artsun cable is extended to this 4-in-1 hub to transfer that data to this SSD. And any other mobile or USB data drives I do have. This is why this hub is needed. The Nulongzi quick release claw. I'm using a newer smartphone mount to hold that Samsung SSD in place. But I'm also using something very important: 90-degree adapters, USB to USB-C. Now I am looking for lightning 90-degree adapters, if anyone can find some for me. And must be MFI certified, Apple certified. Keep that in mind. Other than that, everyone, this is the Weebly 2. This is my professional gimbal. Here on the bottom here is the Sunway Photo QA60 quick release. This I recommend for larger gimbals like this or cinema rigs, because this can hold up to 33 pounds. Keep that in mind. I did fix the Sunway Photo T1C 30-in carbon fiber tripod here, using a special well with glue and baking soda, which does work. If you ever went to chemistry class, it does work, because I used it to mount this onto here as well, and it turns into a crystallized weld. So with that said, everyone, I'm using the Sunway Photo HB03s, little hot shoe mounts for the LED video lights. Keep that in mind. In the back here, I am using my iPhone 14 Pro. Now, like I said, I can put a Pixel Pro, Samsung S25 Ultra, but today it's the iPhone 14. And I have the Rode Wireless Go 2 with the 40 gigabit adapters with the 3.5 cable, just in case when I'm using Android and iPhone. This is for the Android, this is for the iPhone. I am using a counterweight because more weight is shifting onto the left side. Like I said, using a Nulongzi quick release, so when I do need to release it from the gimbal, it's easy to release from the gimbal. But keep this in mind, everybody, the audio that you've been listening to so far is from the Cinco P2X audio. So keep that in mind. The Sunway photo handle is useful when I'm carrying the gimbal like this. So with that said, everyone, the Sunway photo 3-stop and polarizer, very useful. Today's theme is the reverse flash. That's the color scheme that we're going with today. Tomorrow might be the flash, you never know. But everybody, this is my setup here. Cable management is pretty tight, as you can see. I try to do the best to hide most of the cables and make it look neat, professional looking. But if you do like the setup, let me know down in the comments down below, everyone. If you do also like the audio link, if you want to buy the audio, is down in the Amazon link descriptions. But with that said, everyone, I am using this Cowell handle grip. It's been with me for a few years now. This is a new Longzi quick release. And other than that, everyone, this is my 2025 cinema smartphone gimbal setup. So when I'm doing journalism, documentarian, videos, commercials, maybe a hip-hop commercial of some sort, this is the rig I'm going to go with. Because everything I can store on bigger SSDs, like I said earlier in this video. Please do subscribe, like, and share, and hopefully this gives you some insight on how to build your own smartphone cinema universal rig. With that said, I'm the Panda Photographer, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.